Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope we're doing great today. Happy Friday. Got the public betting guide for MLB today. And I'll do the 2 preseason games for NFL as well. So be sure to like and subscribe. Check out all my betting links in the description below to get in on the action. Go ahead, turn on those notification bells. And yeah, we'll hop in it here. Royals and Cubs. 66% of the bets are on the Cubs minus 1.5. 85% of the money on the under 8.5. And then 60% of the money on the Royals money line. Tigers and Guardians, 51% of the money on the Tigers plus 1.5, 95% of the money on the under 8, and then 77% of the money on the Tigers money line. Blue Jays and Reds, 87% of the money on the Blue Jays minus 1.5, 59% of the money on the over 10.5, and then 96% of the money on the Blue Jays money line. Red Sox and Yankees, 98% of the money is on the Red Sox money line. Phillies and Nationals, 56% of the money on the Phillies minus 1.5, 69% of the money on the over 9, and then 78% of the money on the Nationals money line. Giants and Braves, 85% of the money on the Braves minus 1.5, 91% of the money on the over 9, and then 84% of the money on the Braves money line. No info on the Tigers and Guardians for game 2 of that doubleheader. Brewers and Rangers, 92% of the money on the Rangers minus 1.5, 88% of the money on the under 8, and then 70% of the money on the Rangers money line. Mariners and Astros, 61% of the money on the Astros minus 1.5, 84% of the money on the under 8.5, and then 78% of the money on the Astros money line. Pirates and Twins, 69% of the money on the Twins minus 1.5, 93% of the money on the under 8.5, and then 71% of the money on the Twins money line. Mets and Cardinals, 86% of the money on the Mets plus 1.5, 91% of the money on the over 9.5, and then 79% of the money on the Cardinals money line. White Sox and Rockies, 79% of the money on the Rockies plus 1.5, 77% of the money on the over 12, and then 83% of the money on the Rockies money line. Rays and Angels, 76% of the money on the Angels plus 1.5, 69% of the money on the over 9.5, and then 71% of the money on the Angels money line. Diamondbacks and Padres, 69% of the money on the Diamondbacks plus 1.5, 56% of the money on the under 8.5, and then 87% of the money on the Diamondbacks money line. Orioles and Athletics, 83% of the money on the Orioles minus 1.5, and then 66% of the money on the A's money line. And then the Marlins and Dodgers, 84% of the money on the Marlins plus 1.5, 91% of the money on the over 8.5, and then 77% of the money is on the Marlins money line. And then the NFL, we got 2 preseason games today. Panthers and Giants, 87% of the money on the Giants minus 2.5, 63% of the money on the under 38.5, and then 52% of the money on the Panthers money line. Bengals and Falcons, 85% of the money on the Bengals plus 6.5, 97% of the money on the under 38.5, and then 68% of the money on the Falcons money line. That's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Friday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Saturday. Have a good one.